BlackBusters.
What's cracking, family? What's happening? We are back with another banger, bro. And broettes, all that. Welcome to BlackBusters, the best movie review podcast in the world.
In the world, Craig.
In the world, Craig.
In the world, Craig.
Yes, indeed. I'm your boy, Big Ja.
Mm-hmm. It's your boy, 54th and Tone.
Woo! 54th and Tone.
54th and Tone.
That's the Badlands.
You know where that is.
You know where that is. You're on 54th,
you on 54th and Tone. I grew up around 54th and Tone. It's real niggas over there.
Hey, it's some real niggas over there for real. Hey, I got to put the beanie on to represent for the land. For sure. That's crazy because my mom worked on 54th and Crenshaw, Project Peacemakers, right next to the post office.
You know what happens over there.
You already know what's over there, 54th man.
54th and Tone.
Absolutely, man. Yeah. So I do know.
The Liquor Mart.
Yeah, Liquor Mart right there. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. Yeah. We are doing the great film that the late great John Singleton wrote and directed, Baby Boy.
Baby Boy,
man.
Whew.
Absolutely great. I loved it. Starring Tyrese Gibson, baby girl Taraji P,
Henson,
yes, Taraji P. Henson, Omar Goodings in that bad boy, Angel Conwell,
shout out to
AJ Johnson plays moms, and of course Shireen. Yes, she will always be Shireen.
She's Shireen,
and of course, brother Ving Rhames, Big Melvin. Man, the cast.
And we mentioned Snoop.
Oh, I'm sorry, Snoop Dogg, of course.
Snoop Dogg, Monique.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The East Siders. You know what I'm saying? They got Trey D in that bad boy. Yeah. Who else? It might be a few that we ain't mentioned, but this movie is full of dope ass actors, and it's a dope story.
Yeah,
Baby Boy, man. Tyrese Gibson is the main character. He plays Jody. You know what I'm saying? Jody. And Baby Boy is one of them films, like, of course it's John Singleton. So, you know, John Singleton does a lot of LA hood films. When I say a lot, I mean like a good amount. Like he's known for Boys in the Hood, Baby Boy, and a few other black films, black hood LA films, where the setting and the plot is LA. Baby Boy, he's Jody. Tyrese plays Jody. And Baby Boy is the perfect name for this movie because it's about this basically a young man growing up in LA, like so many other hoods. Even though I'm from LA, and I can very much so I can relate to this film. I can relate to Jody. I know Jody. I know Jody for sure. Yeah. You know, so I know a few of them. Yeah. You know what I mean? So for sure. I have them in my family. Right. You know what I mean? So, and I know them. I went to school with these guys. Yeah. I ran the block with these guys. You know what I'm saying? With the Jodys and the Peanuts. You know what I mean? So he's the quintessential black kid, black young man from LA. And let me tell you something about LA. Like, you don't have to, LA is like the gangbang capital. It's very aggressive, the inner city of LA, and you don't even have to be a Blood or a Crip or a Vato to be an aggressive ass dude from LA. Just a product of your environment. You know what I'm saying? And Jody looks tough, not as tough as he looks, but he lives the life of a typical black dude. Not every black guy in LA is like this, but there's thousands and thousands and thousands of black men that can relate to this character. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
This movie does a lot for me. I have all of the emotions about this movie, like all of them. There are times where I'm like, I don't really like this movie. But there are also times where I'm like, this movie is low-key, very sneaky good. Right? Because if you can push through some of the stuff that you're unfamiliar with to get through stuff that you are familiar with, right? Because even if you don't know a Jody, you understand the theme, right? Like of just young guys with nothing to really do, you know what I mean? Like, you know,
no real direction.
Their best skill is their ability to fuck, right? Like, you know, and so that's what they do. Like they knock chicks up, they get kids, they borrow their car, and they waste time, right? Like, you know, This is what their life is like. And so what this movie does is it puts a spotlight on that life, on the men that live that life and the women that have to share that life with those men. And that shit comes across very authentic.
Yeah.
And very real.
Authentic, yeah.
And very cool. Then I look about this movie and how it fits in like the Black multiverse. And it's like, yeah, Jody is maybe who Kane would have been if he grew up on the West Side instead of the East Side. Right? Because they're both kind of like directionless like that. Like, you know, they both have, you know, thugs in their family, you know, kind of like bad experiences. But, but Jody doesn't have to gangbang.
Right.
His city, his street is one of those manicured LA streets, right? Where it's just like nobody gangbangs on this block. Maybe 2 blocks over they do. Maybe there's an apartment building not far where they do. But as a result, Jody gets to live a life that allows him to be more hood than what he is. Right. And get away with it until he starts running into real thugs.
Right. And so and there's so many dudes like Jody. Like Jody looks like a dude that's from the hood, from the set. But when it's all said and done, he's not a killer.
He's not a killer.
He's not a. I wouldn't call him a good guy.
He's a
product of his environment. He in this film we don't talk about his dad. You know what I'm saying? All we know is his daddy was a gangster. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times daddies that are gangsters end up becoming dead men or imprisoned men. In this case, he probably was dead. He probably was not even around. So he wasn't there to raise his sons to be as tough as he is. Right. You know what I'm saying? Or was. So he's raised by his mother in his grandmother's house. So he's basically growing up. He grew up in the house that his mom grew up in.
He's a mama's boy.
He's a mama's boy. You know what I'm saying?
He's selfish.
He's selfish as hell. Shiftless. Yeah. Like he doesn't have a job. He doesn't have any really personal skills. Like he didn't go to college. Did he graduate from high school? Probably, but barely. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And he's just entitled. He feels like his mom should take care of him.
He's a liar.
He's a liar.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He's just like, so the thing is that like, and he's gotten away with it for so long. Right. You know, it comes to a point where you could tell like his mom has gotten tired of his shit. Yeah. And she's making a strong pivot. And by the time we get to the end of the movie, a lot of the women in his life have made a strong pivot as well. Everybody's just tired of
he's
Jody.
A baby. He's a boy still.
Yeah, of Jody.
So he's let's say, how old do you think baby boy is? Jody. Jody's probably what you think?
19? No, he can buy liquor. Yeah. He can buy. So he's 21.
I think he's older than that.
You think he's older than that?
I think for sure.
Okay.
Because if you're 21, you're supposed to still be or just now graduated from college. I think Jody is like 25. You know what I'm saying? 25, 26. Like he's mid 20s. Like because even like his son is like his oldest son. He got a daughter that's about not even 2 yet. Yeah. And he got a son that's like
4 or 5.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I think that his best friend is Peanut, Omar Gooding. These guys look around like mid-20s. Yeah, mid-20s. They're not 28, 29. They're not
they're not old. They're
25, 26 at the most. So
if we really
old enough to have their own shit.
Yes.
And even the girls, even the women that they're dealing with are like probably 23, 24.
Yes, a little bit younger.
Yvette is probably a couple years, 1 or 2 years younger than Jody. All the same age. Yeah. They might have went to high school together and he might have been a senior and she was a sophomore. Yep. That type of thing. Like and Jody's he's the youngest of us of the kids. He had an older brother that's dead. His older brother probably will be at this age 28, 29.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
You framed it super perfect. Yeah.
So but he acts like he's 26, 25 going on 17, 18. Yeah. Like he's still young and he's still immature. Like little boys, all they want to do is play, eat candy, and take care of and get taken care of, play video games. Right. He's in a situation where he thinks his mom, you gonna kick me out? I'm not kicking you out. You should want to leave. Yeah.
It should be time for you to go.
Like and the thing is, he's not trying to. He don't even want to live with his girls. You know what I'm saying? Like live with them because he's out still doing his thing. Right. And it's more comfortable at the crib because if he's living with his girl, he got to provide. He's not a provider. Right. You know what I'm saying?
No.
He's a consumer. You know what I'm saying?
Even when he gets money, he immediately, they have that bit where he talks about like, are you a buyer or a seller, right? Like,
right.
He immediately wants to get back to buying, right?
Buying some rims.
He bought some rims. He bought the little denim fit. You know what I mean? Like, the matching fit. So yeah, he's 100% a buyer. But there's a certain charm and charisma to him that if he could ever get his shit together, he could maybe be okay. He could maybe turn the corner.
Just like Melvin said, you remind me of me, little nigga. Mm-hmm. Like he's 25. Melvin's about 45.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I love how bad the relationship is between Melvin and Jody because it makes so much sense.
1,000%.
1,000%.
Yeah.
So Jody's immature-ish, peacocking, approach to Melvin, not knowing who the fuck Melvin is.
Right.
And not really like understanding the jeopardy that you're in literally just feet away.
Right.
And Melvin's difficulty to communicate what he's trying to communicate to Jody. Like, it's obvious that Melvin doesn't have the language either.
Nah.
He's trying to teach Jody something. He's trying to tell Jody something, but he doesn't have the language either. So like, I love the fact that like they constantly miscommunicate throughout the movie.
And they're making so many mistakes.
Yeah.
So Melvin is basically Jody 20 years later. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Actually, a tougher version of Jody.
Right.
Right, like, like
he's the next generation, and Melvin's like, man, these kids these days, these little suck ass niggas.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He look at
like Jody's the weaker version.
Yeah. But like, even no one's perfect. These guys aren't good guys. These guys are just guys trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. Like in the hood, whether it's South Central LA or Baltimore, Maryland, there's a lot of boys that grow up to be males, adult males that are still trying to become men.
Right.
And they're making mistakes. Their mom don't know how. Their mom don't know how to be men. You know what I'm saying? Their mom don't even know how to choose a good man to have a child by. So his mom is literally the young mom. She's fly still, but she's older, but she's a young mom. She probably had both of them when she was like 17 and 20.
Young.
If that, you know what I'm saying?
Which is now it's time for her life.
Yes.
Right? Like, like
it makes total sense.
It makes total sense.
Now
that's
she's
what
trying to look for a good man, but she's still looking for a hood nigga.
Yeah.
A gangster nigga.
Because she a hood girl. That's all she know.
Hood chick. But at least now the hood guy that she's going to be with had made enough mistakes in his life that he's going to treat her right, possibly.
100%.
Yeah. So, and Jody is still messing with girls who don't know how to pick a good man.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a cycle.
Yeah.
So Yvette is basically his mom, except he's not a real gangster.
Right.
But she making the wrong. She got Jody tattooed on her and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And that's crazy.
The phrase that they use is dickmatized.
Dickmatized, yeah.
Right? Like, and Yvette is 100% dickmatized.
And Peanut.
Yeah.
And the other baby mama too.
Everybody is. Like,
walking in the house, he's the boss of these girls, but he really ain't the boss of nothing.
He ain't the boss of nothing.
He walk in the house, pull the curtain back in the shower. Hey man, get your ass out of here and make me something to eat.
Yeah.
I'm hungry.
And they
do it. Okay.
They do it, right?
Yeah,
like,
man.
because I mean, again, they never seen a real man neither.
Right.
What's interesting, and in all them houses ain't no daddy.
Ain't no daddy.
Wasn't no daddy in Peanut's house.
Right.
Right? Like, clearly wasn't no daddy. We don't get to see from Taraji P. Henson, but I mean, she's got her shit most together because she got her own place.
Yeah.
But there ain't no daddy,
Peanut
so there ain't
at the
no
house with her
examples.
mama.
Yeah, Peanut was at the house with her mama.
And Peanut probably about 19, 20.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
She's young.
Yeah. And so he has the audacity to walk in the house, eating up the food, and then like seeing this baby, taking his girlfriend's car, one of his girlfriend's cars, to go see his other girlfriend and the other baby.
That's
so authentic, man, because I know those guys, bro. Yeah. I know those dudes.
Whipping their girl's car.
And they don't even know what they doing is whack. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes they do, but I think in this case, he just doing what he was seeing, what he's seeing.
Yeah. Let me borrow your car.
Let me borrow your car. After he go get an abortion.
That's what's so good about Baby Boy.
It started off fire. I said, if this ain't the realest shit,
it's so fucking real. Let me borrow you. And he left. And that's what the movie starts off so fucking fire. You're right. Because he picks her up from the clinic, takes her home. You could tell she's mad and disturbed.
Mm-hmm.
And then when she's not fucking with him and giving him the attention, he takes the keys and goes to his baby mama's house. That's what lets you know what type of guy you're dealing with here.
Right.
Which is so like funny.
And that's so relatable. It's so
very,
relatable.
Very fucking relatable.
And that's so you asked yourself, you made the statement earlier about how this movie, sometimes you're like, I don't like this movie. It's disturbing, it's dramatic, and it's a little too real.
Yeah.
And it's almost like, why are you showing it's an insight, it's like you say, it's shining a light on the inner city and how
let
the
me
people
clarify. I really don't like Jody.
Yeah.
Like I really don't like, like there's certain characters that are so real you kind of just fucking hate them because they remind you of people.
Yeah.
Like Jody's the type of person that I fucking despise.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I'm not fucking with Jody.
Yeah.
And I know a couple of Jodys. Right? Like, so I just don't like living in Jody's world.
Right.
So by byproduct, like this film is like makes me so like because like the way he acts, the way he treats his mom, the way he treats Yvette, you know what I mean? Like, and Yvette is kind of like a buster herself.
Yeah,
right? Like she's I feel for her, but at the same time, like
she's
a victim. She's an airhead. Like, she's like this is her choice. So it's almost kind of like Menace to Society. Sometimes these movies feel so familiar. And it's the part of our community that like is too familiar in the parts that I don't really fuck with. Because you see it all the fucking time. And especially you see all of these kids, you know what I mean, that are the byproduct of Jody's rolling around, like, like doing their thing.
Right.
So it's just it becomes a real movie. Like after you get past Jody's tantrums and the stuff, you get thrust into a world that's very fucking real. That's what I said. It's sneaky real like that.
It's like a narrative documentary.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I see it. A lot of these films, a lot of these John Singleton films are like, it's not a comedy. You know what I'm saying? DJ Pooh, F. Gary Gray was doing like hood comedies, very similar, very same settings, but they were comedies. This is not a comedy; it's a drama, and it's like a docudrama.
Did you feel like the acting was over the top, or did you feel like it was real?
Acting was over the top with Snoop Dogg because he's not an actor.
Yeah,
actor was over the top a little bit with Omar.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
O is like almost like too good an actor for this role.
Right.
So like, so he's got to dial it up a little bit to make it authentic, but he's and Tyrese is almost like too bad an actor for this role. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't think so, because I think that you need a guy who's not a seasoned actor to just
play this kind of like
playing himself. Yeah. Like, I get what you're saying though, but like this, like I'm okay with T.I. playing Rashad in ATL.
I just remember thinking like with Tyrese and Jody, like, does anybody really talk like this? Like, just the way he would be talking to Yvette. You know what I mean? Like, is this real dialogue? Like, or is this like,
you talking about the I hate you too? You know what I'm saying?
Just like the I hate you. I hate you. That's just real. Yeah. Like I know that shit is real.
Bitch ass nigga, fuck you.
Yeah.
I'm a bitch. I won the bitch last time I was fucking the pussy. Fuck. Yeah, I've heard that in my apartment complex.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
good. Like, cause some of that stuff like felt like, like, I'm with you, but I fuck bitches every now and then.
Nah.
Yeah, that's just niggas really talk like that, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
So and for just like she was like the same way she was like, nah, he ain't gonna never leave his mama's house. He don't want to live with me.
That's just all.
And to her it's normal.
Yeah.
He just a mama's boy. That's just what it is. As opposed to this nigga's a mama's boy. Nigga, I'm not talking to this nigga. I'm not giving this nigga a baby.
Right.
Like women to give a nigga a mama's boy, a nigga that still she knew that he lived with his mama.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna give him a baby?
Yeah. And she didn't have nothing else in her world but him.
Before Jody, she had Rodney. Snoop Dogg. Who was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, she doesn't have a baby by the nigga, but
right.
she's just like Jody's mama. I can't pick a good man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Yvette can't pick a good man. Her mama couldn't pick a good man.
Yeah.
Peanut can't pick a good man. And her mom is letting him come up in the house and chill.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Which means that she can't pick a good man either.
Yeah, she had a little attitude, but she kind of let it go, man.
She never said anything.
Man. Right. She never said nothing like, because she probably already said it.
Yeah.
Honestly.
And her mom, still going to bring him around.
Her mom had a did her mom have like a Benz?
I don't think she had a Benz.
Or maybe a Lexus or something?
Talking about Peanut's mom?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think her mom,
she did pull up flag.
She and I thought
she could
do is wash
my driveway. Car.
Yeah. So she's like a working mom, probably she manager at a bank or something like that.
God,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
The parallels.
Yeah, she probably that's probably Ladera Heights and shit.
Yeah.
That's probably up there in Baldwin Hills or some shit like that.
Yeah, she she won't fuck with a nigga like Ving Rhames. That ain't her.
No, she so
or she used to.
Her peanut daddy was like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just like when Jody went to the hair salon to ask if he can like shop produce promote his merch there.
Yeah.
His clothes and the woman that worked there, she owned the spot. She was fighting with him like she probably got paper. If you own the salon, you making cheese.
Yep.
But she still look at the young hood nigga like, oh hey, how you doing?
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
So like these chicks, these women, they default. They downfall is these hood niggas. Man.
They love these.
They love hood niggas be winning.
Yeah.
Until you have a baby by them and they dip off or they go to jail and when they come back they got a whole different program.
Or they are not consistent, right? Like Jody was inconsistent, right? He was inconsistent as a father, as a boyfriend, as a son, even as a homie. You know what I mean? Like he's just kind of like inconsistent.
He wasn't raised well. He was raised by a mother that was so quick to let them in her mind. At least he's not dead.
Right.
I promise you, a lot of these mothers be like, man, at least my son ain't gangbanging. He not in these streets like that. You know what I'm saying? So, but a lot of times, just like in LA, the gangbangers, the non-gangbangers were the same shit.
They were
Khakis,
the same shit.
Pendletons, white tees.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Chucks. That's what I wore my whole life growing up. And I never gangbanged. You know what I'm saying?
You would swear that Sweet Pea was a gangster.
Yeah,
and he wasn't.
He wasn't. He just nigga that probably went to Crenshaw with Jody, and he probably got some homies that gangbang. He carry a strap too. I know a lot of dudes who ain't never gangbanged in their life, but they got straps. 2 guns, one in their car and one on them when they walk around.
Because
they got to. You know what I'm saying?
They know the city.
They know the city. You know what I'm saying? And so they don't want to get jacked. You know what I mean? So the world, the neighborhood, the city makes you this way a lot of the time,
right?
Especially if you grew up with no pops and you raised by just the hood, the homies around you. So and same thing with the ladies, they don't know how to pick no good dude.
Yeah,
their daddy wasn't there to say, "Yeah, baby, I don't like this young dude. Well, what's he do for a living? Is he going to school? What?"
He's not
they're not getting these questions from their father. They're getting these questions from their mom that made the same mistake they made.
Yeah, so it's like the blind leading the blind.
Yeah, right, exactly.
It's the blind leading the blind. And circle and cycle continues.
Right. Even let's talk about Melvin, who seems that he owns his own business. You know what I'm saying? He didn't been in the pen before. He is a gangbanger. He's a G, probably a triple OG.
Yeah.
And Jody aired him out. Say, hey, bro, I know your kids. They live on the other side of town, and they ain't seen you in years.
Yeah.
So now we see Melvin, who is the new love interest for his mama, who seems to be doing her right. Right. He got his own little money. You know what I'm saying? He dressed nice when he go out. But he wasn't there for his kids.
Yeah.
He was inconsistent probably. You know what I'm saying?
I've got issues with my baby mamas.
Yeah. So a lot of times you see dudes in the hood that's 50-something years old, that's great uncles, but terrible fathers.
Yeah. And Melvin is not a good, not that he's trying to be. I don't know what the fuck Melvin is actually trying to do for Jody. But whatever he's trying to do, he kind of fails. He mostly fails at it, right? Like his when he tries to relate with Jody, it comes out wrong, right? Like like the guns and butter, conversation. Like what exactly are you trying to tell him?
He don't know how to nurture.
he don't know
how to nurture. All he knows is how to solve hood problems. You shot somebody? Hey, nigga, give me that burner, bro. I'm gonna get rid of it for you.
Which was a ironically beautiful moment in the movie.
Yeah.
Right? Because and sad at the same time, because like I know how to handle that.
I know one thing I know how to do is handle
that with I know how to handle that with care.
Uh-huh.
And it wasn't like he wasn't handling Jody with care all the other times. But in that particular moment, it's almost like for the first time he had vulnerability in his heart for Jody.
Mm-hmm.
And I think for the first time, Jody realized that, like, this man can help you.
Right.
You know, like it's the first time we see that kind of connection.
Right.
And it is a really nice scene.
Mm-hmm.
I think it moves a little bit too quickly to them like now being best homies, like soon thereafter. But I imagine some time has passed, and you know things have started to melt a little bit.
The only reason why it didn't happen too fast is because he just basically made himself an accessory.
Mm-hmm.
Hey man, give me your strap.
Yeah,
I could tell you just killed somebody or
Right.
shot somebody.
right.
Here. Because if they're looking for the killer, they're going to look for whoever handled this gun
Yeah.
too. Where's the murder weapon? I'm the one that's in charge of getting
Yeah.
rid of the murder weapon.
I liked how he made him clean it too.
Yeah.
Right, like how he took
Yeah.
it first and cleaned it, and then kind of like gave
That
it
was their
halfway
best-
back to be like,
Right. Yeah.
you clean it now.
Mhm.
Right,
I'm showing you.
I'm showing you.
It was a way of, like you said, he's not good at teaching. He's not good at expressing himself, but I can
Mhm.
teach you this.
Mm-hmm.
If anything, and that was their uncomfortable, weird way of bonding.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like, here, man, you just did some shit, and I'm gonna help you try to get over this situation.
which is despite the fact that like
It's sad, but
it's sad, but like Melvin's like the only reason why I haven't fucked you up already is because I'm showing respect to your mom.
Mhm.
He told that to Jody a couple of times, right? When he did have to hem Jody up, it was to let him know, you know, being like, you know, gave him that,
Yeah.
and then he stole on Jody and was like,
But he kept pressing his button. He kept asking for it. Hey,
Jody
bro,
kept asking for
my
it.
nigga, but I don't know if you think this is, nigga, but I'll beat the fuck out you, bro.
Yeah,
Stop talking to me like this, bro.
stop talking to
What
me
you doing,
like this.
nigga?
Talking to me to your boy. I hear you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, you don't know who the fuck you dealing with, right? Like, you know, and that's why with Melvin's breakdown, like after he stole on Jody, like he was really like, man, you know, I'm a nigga want me to have 3 strikes. Like,
He ain't had to deal with
I'm
that.
trying to be good.
Exactly.
I can't stay here.
I've been doing this so long.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't put my work in and I didn't put my time in.
Yeah.
I didn't did my time independent and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Niggas respect me out here on these streets, but I got this little ass nigga in his mama house talking
Right.
crazy to me.
Talking crazy to me.
I've been stalling them out for the last however many months,
Yep.
however many weeks or whatever.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna have to slap this nigga up, choke him out real
I'm gonna
quick.
have
You
to.
done made me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't had to do this in a long time because niggas know me.
Mm-hmm.
So, and Jody just trying to push his buttons. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to get his mom. He was trying to like rile him up to get under his skin,
Mm-hmm.
and so he can get his ass whooped. And so, mama, look, this nigga gonna do you the same way.
Yeah.
He's trying to get him kicked out.
That's
You know
what he's been
I'm
trying to do the whole time.
saying? Yeah.
Like he's been trying to like either get him kicked out or thinking that like Melvin was going to realize that like this is Jody's territory.
Mm-hmm.
So he's trying to chase him off by any means necessary.
Yeah.
Even like taking the thing like the weed in the garden and like playing that hand, overplaying that hand. And Melvin walked in and said, "I'm sorry." That's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna say, is he sorry?
And kissed her. You know,
Yeah.
kissed the fuck out of her. And her look on her face was like, well, I guess he's sorry.
I guess he's sorry.
But it's interesting. You make such a good point earlier because even though we're supposed to be dealing with more mature adults, the same shit Jody been pulling on these girls in terms of like a kind word and a kiss works on the mom.
Mm-hmm.
And that situation,
History repeats itself. The same
he
cycle.
comes in, he does apologize, lays a kiss on her, and she is more taken aback by the kiss
Then I'm sorry.
than even the apology.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Dickmatized.
Dickmatized.
He also was knocking her down heavy though.
He was knocking her down.
He was hopping around the room with the draws. You know
he
what I'm
was
saying?
knocking her down heavy, making her breakfast.
Yeah.
Melvin was sitting there tearing that ass up.
Yeah, bro. He was
helping in the garden.
helping in the garden.
But putting it, he was in there fucking the shit out of Jody's mom.
yeah. Yeah. Sealing the deal.
Sealing the deal.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. Give it up for Melvin.
Melvin's doing this thing, man.
Yeah.
So, and all the men that they showcased in this film were kind of very similar. Peanut was staying with his girl and her mama.
Yep.
And buying stuff for the house, but he was staying with them.
Yeah.
And Y'all act like y'all won't be here. You know what I'm saying? Buy me the video games and all this shit. You know what I'm saying? So like these boys, these is men, but they boys. They're like grown boys.
Are there any, aside from Melvin, if you put him in that category, are there any good men in this movie? Are there any men in this movie that have their shit together?
Let's see. Not really, because that's how it be. Unfortunately, there's a lot of good dudes in LA, but this particular story was John Singleton, in my opinion, was trying to give us pull the covers up and show in this show. This is like a typical hood dude, and this is his hood surroundings, and these are the men and the women in his life.
This is what his environment is like.
Saying? Not because you could easily go to a movie and it's called Baby Boy. Excuse my bad. And it's about a young dude that's trying to get to college. Yeah. So now he's going to LA City. You know what I'm saying? He went to he graduated from high school barely, just because he wasn't focused, but he wasn't in the streets. He was just, not focused in school. School was boring to him, but he wanted to make something out of himself. Right. And so he's going to LA City. He meet a girl his freshman year there. They start dating. She got an ex-boyfriend that's a gangbanger. And then he just tries to maneuver around that situation, and he finally gets to college. Now he's going to Loyola Marymount. You know what I'm saying? And that could have been the movie too. Yeah. Because not every boy is in the streets. Yeah, not everybody job, but it's very common. You know what I'm saying?
Like my pop, I was born probably very similar to like Jody's, oldest child, like Jody's son. Like I'm pretty sure my mom and dad got pregnant like a year or so after graduating Dorsey. I'm pretty sure that my dad wasn't all the way feeling my mom and could have been out like gallivanting like Jody, but it was important on my dad to be a dad. So he ends up going to LA Trade Tech and gets a certification to be a radiologist. Right? And life goes on a totally different trajectory. But yeah, that same type of situation, right? Which is like he decided to grow up and to,
figure it out. So those stories also exist. Yeah. This story focuses on
the typical doesn't do it kind of person and just does it in a real way. But it's interesting because like almost everybody in this world is immature, right? Like, like Yvette's friends are immature. Right. Where they work is immature. So, like
that's like a
caddy and
bro. I used to work at the spot. I ain't gonna say the name of it, but like I used to work at the spot where you see people go home, they clock out, they walk into their cars in the parking lot. It's a gang of little cute chicks with body, little hood dudes going to their car, walking some of the girls to their car. And hey, what's up? So let's go get some happy hour. Let's go get some sake and get some sushi after work. Yeah. Or I've dated girls that I would pick up. You know what I'm saying? Well, my car down right now. So if you want to kick it, you can come to my house. But I live about 8 minutes away or 10 minutes away. So she don't got to take the bus. Yeah. Uber wasn't cracking back then. This is back in the day. I pick them up from their little temp agency job. And it's all girls coming out of this little call center. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Same situation. Yeah. Who that? Who picking you up? Yep. That's just my friend. Your friend. Hey, friend.
Who? Yeah.
And
who is this?
I'm in my little Explorer. Yeah. Or my little Eddie Bauer Explorer. You know what I'm saying? And like, what's going on? Y'all doing cool? And she getting it. I be trying to fight with my coworkers. Stop playing. Yeah. I've been there.
That shit was real.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. In Torrance. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, picking them up from
call center.
Yeah,
that call center is reflective. Like, there'll be chicks in the call center, and they make enough money at the call center to have them a little apartment.
Yeah, a little apartment
and a little car.
Long Beach, Torrance, Gardena. Yeah, saying out the way, not really in the hood no more.
In one of those like unassuming apartment buildings, right? Yeah. Like just. And there's 1,000 of them. Sometimes you wonder, I wonder who lives there. Man. That's who lives there. Yeah. So they make just enough money to pay that little rent, to get a little car note, and to have a little money.
Kia Sport.
Little Kia Sport, little Dodge Neon. You know what I mean? And and if you was smashing them right, they'd let you borrow that car all day.
Bro. Yeah. And you can get you a good ass meal when you pull up.
Yeah. You get you a good ass meal. They'll let you sleep in the house all day. I mean, like they literally
they just want somebody to
they
comfort
just
them.
want somebody around.
Little hood chicks, man. They don't want much.
They don't want much.
And these chicks ain't looking for red bottoms. They're not looking to go to Boa Steakhouse.
No.
You could take them to Chili's. Fridays, and that's not even a diss.
Yeah,
because I might take my wife to Fridays tonight.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But
they don't need much. That's
they don't need much, man.
Like when they was going to Lucy's, right?
Yes.
Like that was a bit, and they was going to be, they was going to eat Lucy's. They was going to watch something on the movie, and then they was going to smash afterwards.
Yeah, that's all they want.
And then he was going to take the key the next day to either drop her off or just have her car.
Hey, it's a cool fun. If I'm gonna gas it up. Can I borrow your car for a little bit?
Yeah.
Borrow my car? I gotta go to work tomorrow. What if I take you to work?
Mm-hmm.
You gonna pick me up too?
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick you up too.
Of course I'll pick you up. Okay.
You put gas in my car. I got you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And now hey, who little Mustang you in?
Yeah. Whose whip you in?
Whose Corolla you in? I was a little situation I'm dealing with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro. I wasn't really into driving car. I had my own shit. It might have been a little bucket, but I've done that before too.
I had my own car, but I was notorious for spending like a day at a chick's crib.
Yeah.
Because especially like the call center chick, they had everything I didn't have.
Yeah.
They had groceries. They had water. Their shit was clean.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and you could get real comfortable.
The little pleather couches.
Yep. You could get real comfortable in their spot.
And they had the headboards, big beds, oh, shit, okay.
They give you some ass.
They don't give you some ass.
Yeah,
sure.
you know what I mean?
And
so what's funny is that that life can be intoxicating.
Yeah.
Especially if you ain't got no shit popping yourself.
Right.
Right? Like, and especially if you can get 3 or 4 on the team like that.
Come on, bruh.
Right?
Yeah.
Which is what Jody's situation was.
Yeah.
You get 3 or 4 on the team like that. You spend a couple of days at her crib. You spend a couple of days at her crib. And you just basically kind of going from meal to meal, ass to ass. Now, the big difference is none of these women have my child.
Right.
Right?
Yeah. The difference for me is I wasn't impregnating them.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Which is the shit that Jody was on.
Yeah.
Right? That had like 2 kids. And Jody wasn't a player. He was a liar. And it's almost kind of like how you can be an accidental player. Right?
Yeah.
Which is like Jody just got caught so many times that everybody pretty much knew the deal.
Yeah.
Peanut knew that was her car. Peanut knew that Jody didn't have no car.
Yeah.
So Peanut knows that that's Yvette car and she's okay with it.
He preys on women that don't expect much, that need daddies, that if anything, they just want you to be around.
Yeah.
When you're around, just make me feel good. That's all they want. That's all they want. So when they see each other, she showed her the tattoo, like that was something to brag about. We both got babies by him. Yeah, so what? Matter of fact, I have his baby. My baby younger than yours. So I was with him most recent. Right. Yeah, but I got his name on my body. That's how tight we are. To her, that's a badge of honor.
Yep.
That's goofy.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But she don't know no better. She don't know no better. Even remember she on the phone with her homegirl, and she like, "How you gonna tell me to leave my man? He don't hit me. He might yell, but he don't put his hands on me. But you telling me I need to dump him? Right? But yo, dude, be beating you up. Yeah. What are you talking about? Right. At least we live together. Yeah. He's not gonna ever live with me. He wanna live with his mama. That's the conversation these little feeble-minded small chicks be thinking about. You know what I'm saying?
Because even the friend's girl is like very Jody-ish because he there all day. Yeah. Like in fact,
on the game.
On the game, every scene we see, we don't ever really see him sitting nowhere else in the house.
Just in the couch.
He's just that's his spot on the couch.
Watching Judge Judy.
Smoking some weed, smashing.
And then getting up and sliding in.
Yep.
Why she at the little bar area of the kitchen.
Yeah.
And then going back and sitting back down.
And that's what O's character was frustrated because he wanted more.
But he didn't know how to get there.
But he didn't know how to get there.
He just don't be knowing how to get there, bro.
That was his beef. His beef was like, I want to go someplace. I leave. I don't even feel comfortable being there all day no more. I leave at 9. I come back at 5 like I've been doing something. I'm tired of playing Madden all day. Like, I need something to do or I'm going to kill somebody.
Right.
Like, that was a great speech, man.
Yeah,
and reflective of, another mentality. You know what I mean? Like, like you said, some guys want to lay up under their woman all day, like Yvette's homegirl's boyfriend, and just want to control you.
Mm-hmm.
There's some that's like, man, I'd love to be able to go do something else, but I don't know what to do or where to go. And then there's the Jodys, right? Like, that are just playing it like a game. Mm-hmm. It's a very great movie, very real.
Yeah, man. The way he broke it down to the lady in the beauty salon.
Mm-hmm.
So, bro, you have communication skills.
Mm-hmm.
You got to pay attention and hone those skills and turn it into something. Go get your GED, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Go to night school. I would always see on the bus like 3, 4, 5 dudes, about 5, 6 chicks getting on the bus right there on Van Ness, and coming off as night school. My sister had to go there she had to go there for a couple weeks or a couple months. I mean, take classes at a night school, and I'm like, man, it ain't too late.
Yeah,
you just gotta work. And now you got to work more for yourself. Because when you in school, 1st grade to 12th grade, the curriculum is already set there. You already know what class you're going to.
And there's people designed to get you across the finish line.
You just got to keep going. You just got to show up to school. Here, you got to enroll yourself.
Yep.
In a lot of things. Once you get out of college, and once you get to a certain age, now you want to go back to school, it's tougher. But it's doable.
Jody is good with his hands. They established that when he's fixing homie's bike, right? Like, when he's putting together the model cars, right? Like, he has a passion for cars, mechanics, etc.
Yeah.
But there's no, maybe Melvin will give him that push.
He has an interest and a passion for the cars. But now he's even when she was like, he got his own business, his own what she say, landscaping business.
Yeah.
Maybe you can work for him, Jody.
Yeah.
Like, get you a job, bro. That's not stealing dresses to sell for a little bit more money.
Get yourself a job.
Come on, man.
Even when he has that conversation, when Jody has a conversation with Sweet Pea, and he asks Sweet Pea what he's interested in, right? Like, it's like, Jody, you get it, but you just ain't got it yet.
Right.
Right? Which makes me, the one thing that I wonder, and I guess I guess it makes sense, is it seems like almost dying is what changes Jody. Did that feel realistic to you? That that experience of getting shot at was enough for him to,
for some,
and the experience of getting revenge, right? Like he gets shot at. That's one piece. They roll up on what's his name, Snoop. And ultimately, Sweet Pea murders. Did that trauma wake him up?
I think so, because here's the thing. For gangsters, gangbangers, they say, man, I didn't think I was going to even live this long. So they already understand when you join the gang, you get this sense of like understanding like this is probably going to be it for me. Let me ride this out as hard as I can and be the biggest and toughest until I'm gone. He's not he a hood dude, but he's not a street dude. So he don't even deal with the guns. He don't deal with he sell weed. He don't really do hardcore shit.
Right.
So when he finally saw himself getting into like shootouts and having the revenge murders and all that, he's like, oh, I don't dig this.
Yeah.
Some people, he's not built for that. You know what I'm saying? He's not built for that street hood shit. So in his mind, he was like, bro, I got to figure something else out because this scares me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not, I'm not scared of he is scared to die.
Yeah.
But he's afraid of what he might turn into.
He's not afraid of his neighborhood.
No.
Right? But this is almost like his chicken's coming home to roost. Right? Like, like Jody popped a lot of shit on that phone.
Yeah.
Right? Like, he talked a lot of shit. And that shit came back on him.
Right.
Right?
Right.
So I think it was Melvin choking him out, knocking him out, him, getting shot at but not dying. I think it served to recalibrate him as to who he was in this ecosystem.
Yeah.
And how he needs to be pursuing happiness.
You got to tighten up, bro.
Yeah, you got to tighten up because you're not as big and bad as you think. You're not in control.
as you think you are.
As you think you are. And if you don't get it together, you ain't gonna have no one.
Not only, yeah. Because when he was a part of killing Snoop's character, Rodney, that traumatized him.
Oh yeah.
That ain't something he wanted to be a part of.
Right.
And I saw this is a lot of boys like that, a lot of young men in LA, in every hood that end up taking someone's life, and then it bothering them. You know what I'm saying? They might not even know or even understand how to explain what's going on with them emotionally. They just know they don't like it, and it's making the tears come out their eyes. Yeah, it's making their heart race. I'm like, bro, like taking someone's life.
That's a major fucking thing.
Yeah, bro. And some people get used to it, but they get used to it only because they feel like, well, shit, my time's gonna come to anyhow. So while I'm here, I might as well fuck it up. You know what I'm saying?
Was Sweet Pea a killer? I mean, obviously we saw him commit murder.
I don't think it was the first time, bro.
Yeah. The version of the film that I saw last night, I remember, and this might be one of those like Nelson Mandela like effect type of thing, but didn't Sweet Pea like beat up the guy and take his camera? Remember when they were on the block, you know what I mean? And they were all selling stuff and he tried to sell the dress and the way we said something. And then the next time we see him, he says, I got to get saved. And then, and then Jody goes, what did you do? Right? Like I remember him taking that camera from that guy.
Yeah.
But the version that I saw last night didn't have it.
Yeah. That's crazy. You might be right.
Do you remember that?
That was the movie version, maybe?
Maybe, yeah. I remember.
I'm about to look for that. I'm gonna look that up.
I remember him being upset at the lady, and the lady pointing out the guy in the camera, and him stealing on the guy and taking his camera.
Right.
That's what I remember. But that wasn't in the version of the film that I saw last night. So maybe it's that Mandela effect type shit where it doesn't really exist.
Yeah, maybe so. I'm now.
But it feels familiar, right?
It does.
It sounds like
yeah.
Maybe it's another movie.
Well, so Peanut is that's not his first murder.
Yeah,
but he might not even be an active gang member. But he's a hood dude. So a lot of times,
put in work.
Yeah, put in work in the sense of there's dudes who get killed over like a bad dice game, or somebody getting swindled, or the homie jacking his sister's car. Or somebody jacking his sister's car, he going to retaliate. You know what I'm saying? So there's guys who have done that several. You know, and I think he's one of them guys. I think Jody, he's the toughest out of the two.
Because Sweet Pea was asking him like when they was talking out loud. When Melvin was there, Sweet Pea was like, "You want me to handle him for you?" Like Sweet Pea was always about that life. You know what I mean? Like,
he was an old dog.
Yeah. Before we get into awards, I want to talk about Taraji. I thought she did an excellent job in this movie. I don't know how different Taraji is in her real life from Yvette, but
DC, man.
But Taraji captured that.
She reminded me of a chick from LA. She from the East Coast, but she reminded me of a girl that we went to school with.
Just so like vulnerable and angry and hurt and hopeful, right?
All of that.
All of those emotions. That's who Yvette was. And so, and I think Taraji just exhibited it so well. When she was mad, you could tell she was mad. When she was happy, you could tell she was happy with whatever little bit of attention that she was getting.
She was very easy to deal with.
Very easy to deal with.
He was just fucking up. Yeah. And because he knew he could.
Yeah.
He knew he could.
You know,
he knew that she wasn't going nowhere. She could take him. She was going to take him back. Because even after all the shit they done went through, remember when she tried to come back?
Yeah.
And he was playing dominoes in the backyard. And she was just trying to get his attention.
Yeah.
And then she chasing him.
She chasing him.
She's chasing him.
But at this point, she ain't got nobody.
Right.
And she got trying to get out the house. But again, like like Jody solves all problems like through sex.
Yeah.
Like whenever she's upset with him, he smashes her. Even after he accidentally hits her, what's his go-to?
I'm sorry. Let me slide in.
Let me slide in. Right.
So I'm sorry with some sex.
Yeah. And so I felt that was very authentic because there's a lot of men who
they don't have
nothing else to offer besides that, right?
Some niggas like, I don't, you know that saying, all I have is my balls and my word?
Mm-hmm.
Some time niggas, all they have is their balls. Nigga, that's it.
Yeah. And
their word don't mean shit no more.
And it wasn't until chicks started basically saying, like, this is all you are. Right? Like homegirl at the call center. You know what I mean? Like she was just like, I'm just trying to smash.
I just want to something.
Yeah. Right? Like, you know, and then even Peanut was like, I'll call you when I want some.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So now
the chick from the call center was a savage.
Man.
She was so mean.
Yeah.
And she was like, but bruh.
She felt authentic.
The chick, a chick be at the club and you trying to get at her and she roll her eyes at you.
Yeah.
And walk away from you and you be there for 2 more hours chilling, trying to get other girls. At the end of the night, she walk by and put her number in your pocket and walk off and roll her eyes again. Bruh, it's weird how and so I would love to see what's her background.
Yeah.
Why is she the way she is?
Yeah.
Who hurt her? Was it her daddy? Was it her ex-boyfriends? Was it her baby daddy? Or all of the above? Like that chick had problems too.
There's a phrase that we hear women use all the time. And we hear it so much that I think we forget about the power and the word of it. Like when women say niggas ain't shit, right? But sometimes they say it and it is just saying it. But when a woman really believes that,
right,
they really not dealing with dudes like more than what they need to.
Right.
And so it's just like, listen, just
give me this.
Just give me this.
Because you're not gonna be able to give me everything. So
and get out.
I need this from you.
Yeah.
I shot a sketch last night.
Yeah.
Where a woman was about to go on a date with a guy that she really liked. So she was making him wait for like 3-4 dates. She never gave him no buns. They was just going out. And then on the 5th date, she was going to give him some. But in her mind, he stood her up. Like he was tired of waiting for the buns. So he didn't want to go on no more dates, spend no more money. So he just ignored her. He was supposed to go on a date with her. But he never responded to her text. So instead, she's mad, she's frustrated, she's been held up, she's got this nice ass dress on, skirt and top, and she's about to take it off and stay home and call up her little late night creep dude. The nigga don't got nothing but a PlayStation 5 in his backpack. You know what I'm saying? That guy, she lets him come over and beat her down. Yeah. Because girl, she was trying to give it to this new dude that she thought she could pursue and be pursued by.
That's great.
And because he stood her up, because she held out, I'll just give it to the familiar guy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
See?
And so, but the guy showed up anyhow because he texted her, but the text didn't go through.
Yeah.
And so now he's like, damn. See, she pulled up to the house with both guys there.
Yeah. I want you to keep playing in that territory. Yeah. I think that's such interesting and familiar
that's
stuff.
A real thing, bro.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, we got to get to some awards.
Yes, indeed.
We got to burn through some awards and some fists. MVP. Who's the MVP of Baby Boy?
MVP of Baby Boy. Damn. I want to say Jody, but it ain't Jody, I don't think. I think too many people took care of Jody in the movie for him to be the MVP. I think it's either, I honestly think it's Melvin.
Melvin is my favorite character in the movie.
Yeah.
He's my favorite character in the movie. I either want to give it to Jody because he has, and I hate Jody as a character, but he has to exist in order for the movie to work.
Has to exist for sure,
right? And so, but I don't feel like even at the end of the movie, I don't feel like Jody's learned his lesson. I don't, I feel like Jody could easily still be in some stuff. Like 2 weeks later, Jody got kicked out again.
Right.
So I think to that end, I think it's Melvin. I think Melvin is an example of just basically the best man in the movie. And he's not a great man.
No, he's not.
But like he's a man who's consistent. He's a man that's present, that shows up, a man that's interested in what his woman is interested in, i.e. the garden, right? Like he's out there with that. Tried to be a good influence, for Jody. So yeah, he's the best guy.
He was giving her a good pipe. He was helping her with a garden.
Taking her out.
Buying her a big screen.
Bought her a big screen.
Taking her out.
Yep.
Yeah, so fixing her breakfast. You know what I mean? So trying to find a way to relate with her son.
Yeah.
He made it hard for him.
Yeah. And
he eventually had to put him down. But like, yeah, Melvin and he helped Not only did Peanut help Jody get rid of Rodney, so did Melvin with the gun.
Yeah. And there's a lot of Melvins out there.
Oh yeah.
I mean, like there's a lot of good dudes. Just like I don't even want to like bring up their past, even though their past very much is a big part of who they are.
Right.
But there's a lot of guys out there that it's just like, yeah, like Uncle such and such and Uncle such and such. Yeah, man. Like he's, you know, he worked for the county now, or he might drive a transit bus right now. Right. But they consistent.
Yeah.
And they dependable.
A lot of these dudes ruined their first 25, 30 years of their life. So like, now they're 45.
Yes.
And now they're like, man, let me try to get this woman in my life. Let me try to bond with the kids, and then let me go deal with my son. And he's 26, but let me try to salvage a relationship with this dude.
Especially the ones that didn't lose that 20 to drugs.
Yeah.
Those that lost it to crime and banging. When they get put out, as much as we hear about people going back in, there's people that do it long enough bid and find a way out after that bid.
Right.
Have an appreciation.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Have an appreciation.
I know dudes that did 20.
But I also think, much like Melvin, they have difficulty communicating the lessons that they're trying to tell you.
Yeah.
Right? But Melvin's the MVP. Easy.
Melvin for sure.
LVP. Who's the LVP?
Oh. LVP? Peanut. No, the girl. Peanut. Because if he didn't have another baby mama, this movie could still be the same.
Yeah.
I mean, you can replace those scenes with him going to go see her and dealing with her with him doing some shit with his own boy.
Yeah. Okay, I'm torn between two. One is Peanut's mama.
Yeah.
Right? Like, she don't even need to exist in this movie.
Right. Peanut could have lived by herself. But we needed to see that this girl is two different types of baby mamas. There's baby mamas that are single mothers that's trying to do good, that's doing decent for themselves, got a little job, got their own place, their own car.
Yeah.
And you got a girl that's raising another little girl.
Yeah.
She's still living with a mama.
Right.
So I think moms just needed to be
to that contest, but the fact that she was just so accepting of everything. Let this fool come.
Angel Conwell's character, her mama was letting this nigga, big grown ass nigga, be up in the house with no job.
True. I mean, there was a lot of that.
That's happens, yeah. But yeah, I get what you're saying though.
The other LVPs have to be Snoop's crews, like Snoop's shooters. Like
they missed.
They missed.
He didn't hide behind nothing. Yes. He wasn't behind no tree. He was on the lawn open.
They caught him off guard. They had the upper hand. They never grazed the man.
And that ultimately got Rodney killed later on.
Yeah.
Like you didn't even kill this dude.
You didn't even pinch the motherfucker, right? like point blank. And then they drove back around and missed again.
Yeah.
Right?
Crazy,
like
man.
so they got to be the LVP. Overacting award.
Not overacting, but the girl, baby girl, the nemesis at Yvette's job.
Yeah.
She was sexy.
She was sexy,
and she couldn't act. Right. But I know her.
Yeah,
not her, not the actual real woman,
but who that person
that girl,
is.
I just want something. You know what I'm saying? Like she don't gotta know. Like she just this a grimy ass chick that's out for hers.
Yeah,
like she don't like Yvette anyhow. Yvette's not cuter. Yvette's cuter than her. She's sexy. Yvette's cuter than her. Clean cut hood. Hood clean cut. Yvette. That chick is like a rat.
Yeah,
hood
that chick was a rat.
That chick she'll set you up for the okie doke. She got a couple of goon niggas that'll set a dude up. But Yvette's just a hood chick that don't know no better.
You run into Yvette at 30. I ran into a lot of Yvettes.
Yeah.
By the time they were turning 30. And by this time, them girls had their money together.
That's crazy that you say that.
Had they clothes together, had their house together, had everything is just how you feel about dating a chick with kids. If you don't mind dating a chick with kids,
nigga, all the homies know I was like, Jai, this nigga always got a girl that he dealing with that got children,
that got some kids,
or at least one kid.
Because by the time you run into Yvette at 30, like she's done with the bullshit. She's tough enough to she's not no pushover. So she's not gonna let you treat her any kind of way.
Right.
But she's now softened a little bit from as hard as she had to be from them tough years with the kids. I dated
Yvette, bro.
Yeah, man. I've dated a couple of Yvettes.
Hey, man, she probably watched it. I wonder if she watched my show. I got love for her, always will, man. But she was she had her own house, her own little apartment, her own car,
crib, nice as shit.
And I met her, she was 30. I was 21.
Yeah.
And she was 30, and she had a couple kids already by like this raggedy ass dingus. And she was just sweet. She was cool. And it took me a minute for me to really get with her, but I finally got with her. We was dating for some time.
Yeah.
And she cooked some breakfast.
Yeah.
She cooked. And the mattress game was crazy. She didn't really want much. She didn't want much. Just to be treated respectfully. And I gave her that. I made her laugh. I was cool. We can go out and about. I didn't have no money, but she had more money than me, but she had money. She worked for one of them little tape, like she worked for she did like coding.
Listen.
So she worked in those type of like those big buildings with all women and stuff like that.
Yvette at 30 had enough money to put some in your pocket and didn't feel no kind of way about it.
Yeah.
Like she could put a little something. You know, she could help you out. Like if it just happened to come in a conversation. Yvette at 30 buys you a new outfit.
Yeah.
Yvette at 30, you know what I mean? Like buys you some new gear.
I can't afford no Jordans, but she bought me some Jordans. But she'll buy
like Yvette at 30 will buy you some Jordans.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. You know, man. Yeah. So if the game doesn't chew them up,
right?
They come out like cold pressured into diamonds, right?
Yeah.
And so that's what we have to hope for. But like you said, the rat doesn't become that.
Nah.
She stays a rat.
Yeah.
She stays, trifling and stays da-da-da-da.
Her solidness don't come until she like damn near 50.
If it comes at all.
If it come at all, yeah.
If it comes at all.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's go to the fist.
Let's go to the fist, man.
Let's go to the fist. How many fists do you give Baby Boy?
Baby Boy, man. Ooh, I love Baby Boy, bro.
Yeah.
I give Baby Boy a strong 4.
Yeah,
4.5. If that
mid 4.
Yes. Oh, so 4 point, because I understand the story that's being told. I think it was told very well.
Yep.
I can relate to it. I was entertained. I get it. I get how some people are traumatized by it, but I just think it was. I thought it was performed well. I don't need Denzel to play any of these characters.
Yep.
I think the characters that they played were solid dudes, solid people playing it, solid women, and it's just a hood tale. It's a hood tale, and I think it's up there.
Here's why it's a 4 for me. Because everybody is fucking believable.
Yeah.
Like everybody is believable. The set dressing, wardrobe, location, everything is real.
Yeah.
Everything feels real. Everything feels authentic. Where it's clumsy, but everything that Singleton sought out to achieve with this film, I think he achieved it. The only knock that I'll give it is that Tyrese in the uterus is always cheesy to me.
Yeah.
It's always unnecessary.
Too artistic.
Yeah, that part is always unnecessary. I don't like the flashback montages, even though I know what they were trying to achieve. But other than that, like, this is an above average film, right? Like it's above average film. It's not a 3.
No.
It's not a 3. It's a 4.
It's a 4.
It's worth the watch.
One more thing that threw me off was the scene in the park where they went to go beat up the little kids again.
Yes.
I said, all right, come on. Just go over we'll pull up and beat them up.
Yes.
The whole line them up and
that's
teach
unrealistic.
you how to soccer. I'm like, nah.
That's like,
he's not that much of a buster.
Yeah. Ain't nobody, never in all my times in Los Angeles did I believe that 5 teenage black boys would stand in line waiting to get punched.
Right.
That wouldn't happen.
Not little gangster niggas.
Yeah. No. Yeah. No. They would have ran and ain't nobody gonna get whooped. So that part was a little over top.
It brought me down. Like, okay, it took me out of reality a little bit. But other than that, Baby Boy was solid.
Baby
man.
Boy's a 4.
Yes, indeed, man. Yeah. That was fun. Love Baby Boy, man. That was it, man. Baby Boy, let us know how you feel about it. What do you rate the film? 3, 4, or 5? Yeah, man. I'm your host, Big Ja, along with my co-host,
54th and Tone.
54th and Tone. That's on the block.
That's on the block, right?
Yeah, man. Hey, if you ever go to 54th and Tone, just understand, be where you
keep
at.
Your head on a swivel.
On a swivel.
Yeah.
For sure, for sure.
Yeah.
Absolute, man. That's another episode of BlackBusters. Catch us next time. Be good or be good at it, man. To the max. Pew.
BlackBusters.